Hey, what's up guys, this is Aryaman here, back with another video. So Apple just released their new 2016 MacBook this year and it still has only one USB Type-C port. So it got a lot of chatters about it. People were like, should I take a note of this? What is Apple trying to say about USB Type-C? So here's everything you need to know about USB Type-C. So there are different kinds of ports out there that you might have heard of. HDMI 2.0, DisplayPort, then your Thunderbolt, Lightning, just to name a few. So they all have been built by different manufacturers because they all serve different purposes. Thunderbolt, for example, is designed by Intel and is used to connect different equipments to your device. Now Lightning is designed by Apple. It is specifically used to connect and charge your low power devices like your iPhones and iPads. Then out of nowhere we get to see USB Type-C. Now it looks like another port, but it's actually not. The key to USB Type-C is actually the U. It's universal. Well, that means it can be used everywhere by anybody. That's why if you see there are USB Type-C ports on your new Android devices, Android phones, and even in the newer generation laptops like your Apple MacBook 2016. Now USB-C is actually USB 3.1. Now earlier we must have seen those USB 2.0 ports in our laptops and desktops. Those were everywhere. Then in the past couple of years we have seen USB 3.0 ports. Well, they are like the super speed ones. They are really fast, but now we get to see USB 3.1 or USB Type-C port. Now if you would look at USB Type-C's connector, not the port, the connector, it actually looks like a C. That's why it's called USB Type-C. Now both your USB 2.0 and 3.0s come in different varieties, the most common being the full-size ones, but also there are micro USBs, then there are mini USBs. Now your USB Type-C is actually just a tiny port. No USB, full-size USB or micro or mini. It's just a tiny connector and a port. Now the size of it actually helps with the thinnest of all devices like your MacBook again, I would say. So it helps with the size. Now again, USB Type-C is universal. So you can have it on your laptops, your desktops, your tablets and your phones. So it can be just anywhere. But still the major question remains, how is USB Type-C or USB 3.1 is better than USB 2.0 and 3.0? Let me explain. Number one being size. I already talked about this. Well, the USB-C is actually really thin. So it can fit in your thinnest of all devices like your MacBook, your phones, your tablets, along with all the normal thick ones. Now at number two comes your power and data. Now USB Type-C can carry up to 100 watts of power, means you can charge your full-size electronics. Also it can carry data up to 10 gigabits per second, which is really fast. You can run your 4K monitor out of it. You can run a very fast SSD out of it, and it's really fast. It's really powerful. Now at number three, it's backwards compatible. So you can use it with your USB 2.0 ports. You can use it with your 3.0 ports. You need an adapter, of course, but it works. Also, it is reversible. So you can plug it the right way, first time, every single time. Now USB Type-C in its reversible glory is really great and everything, but is it going to be really useful and famous in the future? Yes, it's going to be really famous and useful. Well, in fact, the new MacBook is one of the first laptops to use USB-C ports. In fact, I think Apple is being really aggressive and being very Apple-like by saying USB-C is the future of electronics, and there's the Chromebook as well, and guess what? It's having 2 USB-C ports. In fact, in the newer generation smartphones, Android smartphones and tablets, they are having USB-C ports. So yeah, it's gonna be really famous in the future. I don't know about Apple iPhones, but it's gonna be really popular. Now, USB Type-C is still in the process of being everywhere, so there are a lot of companies that are willing to sell you lots and lots of adapters for USB-C to other kinds of ports. So buy adapters now while they are cheap. Well, not from Apple. Make sure to go USB-C on that like button and that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.